Welcome all my dear students. Today I'll discuss theme 2 chapter, which chapter actually basically dealing regarding the economic and political history of Mauryan and Gupta period. When I'll deal this chapter, I will try to ask question, and on the basis of that I'll try to give the answer. So these question and answer procedures will help you to memorize all the points very easily. Not all time, but sometimes this kind of process become so much interesting also. Let's ask the first question. If we are moving this particular chapter, then we'll get the first question, that why 6th century BCE was a turning point in earlier Indian history. If we try to give the answer of this question, then we have to give the answer by the following points. First point, like that one. This is the period when using of iron increased much more, and development of the coinage. Coinage means using of coins also increased during this period. This was a period when new towns and cities also developed. Apart from these points, final point, this is time when new religion also had emerged, like Jainism and Buddhism. By these all points, we can say that 6th century BCE was a turning point in early Indian history. Second question, what were the features of Mahajanapadas? If we are trying to give the answer of this question, then first of all, we need to know what is meant by the word Janapada. Jana means a people, and that where the people actually living, that area known as Janapad. When that area become a larger one, bigger one, and that time we call that area as the Mahajanapada. From the Jain and Buddhist texts, we came to know about the 16 Mahajanapadas. And when you are trying to give the answer, the features of Mahajanapadas, we need to know that this kind of Mahajanas information we are getting from the Buddhist and Jain texts. Second point, this Mahajanapadas either ruled by the king or ruled by the Janas or the group of people. Every Mahajanapadas having its own capital, and some Janapadas capital also fortified. Several Janapadas having their own standing army. And apart from that things, some Janapadas now rulers, they try to rule according to the Dharma Sutras, where the duties of the king mentioned. Next question, what were the factors responsible for the rise of Magadha? If we are trying to give the answer of this question, then we can give the answer of this question by the following points. First point, Magadha had some ambitious ruler like the Bimbisara, Mahapadmananda and Ajatashatru. Second point, Magadha had fertile soil which helped them to produce huge amount of agriculture production, and that helped them to just concentrate their mind in different sectors. Apart from these things, another point is like that one, Magadha was rich in iron and huge amount of iron was available, so from that kind of iron they can easily prepare their weapons and tools. The main important point we can say regarding the rise of Magadha, that its location. It's location, very much important point regarding the Magadha's emerging. We can easily say the location of Magadha. Magadha was surrounded by the hills and also the Ganga, and that helped them to protect their territory easily from the other enemies. And side by side, the last point, Magadha had forest. From that forest they can gather elephant, and that time they had used elephants in their army, and by using that army they had increased their power and easily they had defeated other Mahajanapadas. Next question, we can say, what are the sources to know about the Mauryan Empire? If we try to give the answer of this question, first of all we need to know this point, that who was the founder of Mauryan Empire. Chandragupta Maurya was the founder of Mauryan Empire. And among the other Mauryan rulers, Ashoka was the great one. But from which sources we came to know about the Mauryan Empire? For giving this question answer, we need to depend upon the two sources. One is archaeological sources, another one is literary sources. Archaeological sources means ruins of buildings, artifacts, jewelries, and also inscriptions. But here also a small difference is there, that inscriptions, that means which writings on inscribed on walls or pillars on hard rocks, whatever. So these kind of writings on hard rock or pillars or other materials known as the inscriptions. But which inscriptions are composed by the rulers, these are known as edicts. We have to depend upon the sources. These are archaeological sources. And if we want to know from the literary sources, yes, there are also lots of sources are there. One is Megasthenes wrote Indica, and then Kautilya or Chanakya wrote Arthashastra. Apart from these Indica and Arthashastra, we can get the information from the Buddhist and Jain texts. So from these archaeological and resources, we can get the information about the Mauryan Empire. Next question. Write a short note on Ashoka's Dhamma. And when we are trying to give the answer of this question about the Ashokan Dhamma, we have to depend upon the sources. Sources mention this point to us, that is, Ashoka actually fought one battle known as Battle of Kalinga. In this battle, Ashoka had defeated Kalinga, and this war had experienced river of blood, and this one hurted his sentiments very much. And Ashoka changed his mind from Digvijaya to Dhamma Vijaya. Now, what changes in life of Ashoka actually changing the lifestyles, rules of Ashoka also. Now here, Ashoka, by taking his principles and also some principles from the Buddhism, he had composed another new one known as Dhamma. And this Dhamma following some basic principles of mankind, like giving respect to your elders, loving children, respect to the gurus, not to harm any animals. These kind of principles just given in the Ashoka's Dhamma. And Ashoka had composed this kind of Dhamma on rocks. Through these ways, he tried to spread his Dhamma's principles throughout the empire.